It was 2:47 a.m. that night. The house was quiet. Nora and Derek were fast asleep. Baby Ivy was sleeping in her crib. Her breathing was steady, peaceful. But Axel wasn't sleeping. Axel, the German Shepherd, was sitting in front of the bedroom door. His ears were perked up. His head was tilted slightly to the side. His eyes glowed in the dark. He seemed to sense something. He kept standing up and sitting back down. He was acting anxious. He lifted his nose in the air and sprang into action. Axel quietly made his way to the baby's room door. When he opened the door, Axel approached the crib. He grabbed the baby's blanket with his teeth. He was moving very slowly and gently. Ivy woke up. She didn't cry when she saw Axel in front of her. She immediately ran to the door. But the door was closed. She was looking for a way out of the house. She was acting very frantic. The window was ajar. She immediately opened the window with her claws. She jumped into the garden carrying the baby in her mouth. Her mother woke up suddenly as if she had sensed something. It was very quiet around her. She thought something was strange. She immediately ran to Ivy's room, but the baby wasn't in the crib. There was no crying or breathing sound. Her heartbeat quickened. She started screaming, "Evie, Ivy." Her father, Derek, immediately jumped out of bed. He ran to the room. When he looked at the crib, he also panicked. "Nora, what is going on? Where is our baby?" Nora started searching the whole house. She wasn't anywhere. Then she saw the open window. Axel was running outside with the baby in his mouth. "Derek, the dog is taking our baby. Run." They both ran to the door at that moment. They rushed into the garden. "Axel, let him go. Let him go." Axel stopped in the middle of the yard. He had put Ivy down on the ground. He was bent over the baby. He shielded him as if protecting him. Derek ran. Nora was right behind him. "Axel, get away from there." Axel didn't turn around. He just covered Ivy. The moment Derek reached out to him, the world began to shake. The earth was trembling. The walls began to crack. And at that moment, the world shook. Derek fell to the ground. Nora screamed. Their house collapsed due to the earthquake. The walls bent inward. The roof collapsed to the ground. A cloud of dust covered everything. It was a 7.2 magnitude earthquake. Nora and Derek were lying on the ground in the garden. Their hands were shaking. Their eyes were open, but they couldn't see. There was only dust and debris around them. How did Axel feel the earthquake? What happened seconds before the earthquake struck? If you want to find out the rest of the story, don't forget to like the video and share it with your loved ones. The shaking stopped. The world was silent again. But this time, it was a different kind of silence. Nora got up on her knees. Her hands were shaking. Her face was covered in dust. She rubbed her eyes, and she looked behind her. The house was gone. There was only rubble. The walls had collapsed. The roof had split in two. The bedroom, the nursery, the kitchen, everything was mixed up. "Derek," she called out, but she had trouble speaking. Her throat was dry. Derek slowly sat up. He turned his head. He looked at their house. His eyes widened. "No." When Nora stood up, her legs were shaking. Ivy, she looked around. Axel was there. He was still standing over Ivy. His body was bent over the baby. His ears were pricked. His eyes were looking at Nora. Nora ran. She fell to her knees. Ivy, my baby." Axel slowly backed away. And Ivy was there. She was wrapped in her blanket. Her eyes were open, but she wasn't crying. The dog's love and tenderness had prevented her from being scared. The baby wasn't hurt. She hadn't suffered even the slightest injury. Nora took her baby in her arms. She pressed her to her chest. Tears streamed down her cheeks. Ivy, you are okay. You are okay." Derek came over to them. He knelt down. He kissed Ivy's head. Then he hugged Nora. The three of them stood there, in the middle of the garden, in front of the wreckage. And Axel watched them. He didn't wag his tail. He didn't bark. He just sat there. He tilted his head slightly to the side. He looked as if he were saying, "See, I knew it." Neighbors began to come out of their houses. Screams, cries, car alarms. The street had descended into chaos. He knew everything before the earthquake hit. Derek looked at Axel. his eyes filled with tears. "He saved us." Nora handed the baby to Derek. She turned toward Axel, slowly approached. Axel took a few steps toward Nora. Nora knelt down, placed her hands on Axel's head, pressed her forehead against the dog's forehead. "Thank you, Axel. You saved him. You saved all of us." Axel sat quietly. He wagged his tail slowly. Derek came over to them. He was holding Ivy in one arm. With his other hand, he patted Axel on the back. "You are a hero, buddy. You are a real hero." Ambulances began to arrive. Firefighters entered the street. There were people trapped under the rubble. There were injured people. But the Caldwell family was standing, because Axel had gotten them out 30 seconds before the earthquake. Dogs can sense this. They hear things humans don't. And Axel had saved the most precious thing that night, the baby. Morning came. The sun was slowly rising. The street was still littered with debris. Houses were destroyed. Cars were overturned. Most of the people were alive. The Caldwell family was sitting at the edge of the yard. Blankets were draped over them. Ivy was sleeping in Nora's arms. Derek was sitting next to Axel. A fire truck pulled up. A man got out. His uniform was dirty, his face tired. He held a clipboard. "Caldwell family," Derek looked up. "Yes," the man approached. "I am Fire Chief Daniels. I need to check on your situation. Anyone injured?" "Number, we're all fine." Daniels frowned. "Your house is completely collapsed. How did you get out?" "Our dog got us out." "Your dog?" "Yes, before the earthquake hit. He picked up our baby in his mouth and took him out to the yard. We ran after him, and then the house collapsed." Daniels blinked. "Your dog saved the baby?" "Yes." Daniels knelt down. He looked at Axel. The dog sat quietly, head held high, eyes calm. "Retired police dog?" Daniels asked. "Yesel served for 10 years. He worked in the narcotics unit. He retired 2 years ago. We adopted him." Daniels nodded. "K9 dogs. They're not just trained. They feel differently. They sense things people can't." Nora couldn't hold back her tears. "He saved our lives." Daniels stood up. He wrote something on his clipboard. Then he turned to Derek. "This story, it will be in the press. People need to know. Dogs aren't just pets. They are family members. They are protectors." Derek nodded. "Axel is everything to us." The Caldwell family was staying in temporary housing. The city had helped them until they could find a new home. But something had changed. Axel wasn't just a dog anymore. He was a hero. Local news channels aired the story. "Dog saves baby from earthquake." Headlines were everywhere. People came to see Axel. Children wanted to pet him. But Axel was still the same dog, quiet, calm, and loyal. Sometimes life tests us when we least expect it. Sometimes disasters strike and take everything away. Our homes, our belongings, our security. But sometimes, in the darkest moments, a light appears. Sometimes that light is four-legged and furry. That night, Axel wasn't just a dog. He was a protector, he was a hero, and he saved his family's lives. Dogs can't speak, but they feel. They hear, they know, and sometimes they know better than humans. That night, Axel sensed the earthquake coming. The vibrations, the sound waves, the change in the air, and he made a decision. He would save the most precious thing. He saved the baby and the family, because dogs aren't just pets. They are family members. They are our most loyal friends. And sometimes, they are the only thing that keeps us alive. If this story taught you anything, it is this: take good care of your animals. Love them. Value them, because they would do anything for you, like Axel. Axel still lives with the Caldwell family today. He is 12 years old, healthy and happy, and every night he sleeps at Ivy's door. This story deeply moved us. What are your thoughts on this topic? If it moved you too, don't forget to share it with your loved ones. Write about your special moments with your pets in the comments. Let's make the next video about your story. In the next video, we'll be back with another true story. And remember, sometimes heroes walk on 4 legs. Take care.